Like this is an amazing time, I feel, to be in. It's a rare time to be in. It's a special time.
It is.
Due to all these all these transits and all these and every moon phase that's been happening has happened on certain transits have been happening through that. It's like retrogrades have been happening like since April, like all the retrogrades happen after that full moon in Scorpio or before, I forget if it was like right after, right before. But all those planets went to retrograde and now they're finally coming out. It's like just after half a year later. They're finally coming out. The last one is Taurus. So it's like steady. It's like something that's building. It's like a pressure that's building underneath. Buildings, everything else had to clear up first. And just something is just building. And it has to wait until that conjunction in Capricorn. Because it's seeing that it's an opportunity. It's seeing that there's a gift. Because it's trining. That Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, the Sun are all trining. Sorry, the Saturn and Pluto are conjuncting, and then the new moon in Cap, which is the conjunction, which is that energy point, which is that access point that we all have.
At the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's the access point that we all have to direct that energy. And that's what I think Molly's talking about of this feminine energy that has to come through, that the masculine energy has took over. Like it's a shadow that casted over everything, and now we have that moment for that light because we think it's like that very masculine, strict. Saturn's very like masculine and like strict and very disciplined.
No, he's trying to figure shit out.
With that.
He's like, I'm trying
But
to fucking help.
but really it's like it's a very like receiving too because it's feminine of all the earth signs are feminine. But like I said, something must have happened to Capricorn, to that structure that made it fall like that, to have that status, or they had to like sin or have greed or envy. Once they've tried to build so much, they just like keep building. They just like got somewhere and tried to progress and hold it together, but they just started creating so many new ways that what the main rock that held it together was like breaking down because it wasn't solid enough. It was just always trying to rebuild on top of what was already there without like fully processing and being still in that almost. Huh. I feel like this. I don't know. I feel like this is a time really too for that feminine energy to come through as well. Just talking about. Because it's not like it's gonna be a regular New Year. I feel. It's like I could feel stuff changing this whole year. Like this whole year, stuff has been completely different than it's been last year to even 2 year, 3 years ago. But now it's like, okay, we're coming into a new year, but not only are we coming into a new year, but it's a new decade. It's a new decade. It's 2020. Tonight is 12 is 12/12, and then the moon's gonna be full at 12 p.m. or a.m. So it's 12.
You just took it in that it's gonna be like
It's
just
gonna
now,
be
today.
another
We get to enjoy
another
it.
portal right now, another 12 portal, like activation. I feel, and it's really letting
We're gonna get
go.
all our things out.
It's the letting go. It's the last
So
full
good.
moon of the decade, and it's a really release and letting go transit and noticing the details of maybe things we haven't noticed before. Because like Sag is the knower, where like
Yeah.
Gemini is like the seeker. He's like, I want to know, or he's like, I'm curious, and the Sag is like, I know, you know. And it's very like learning a lot through that process almost, and being mindful of like what's really important for us during this time, and where our energy is being directed to, where our thoughts are being directed toward, because directly at that 12 portal too is our thoughts are manifesting. That Gemini full moon is air, and Sag is like shooting for this, so it's manifesting what we're going toward, or we're moving toward. Based on like your houses. So, mm-hmm.